friends, welcome back to Abby Casually. Today we're going to be jumping into Singles Inferno, but we're going to be looking at their unreleased clips. So I tried very hard not to get spoilers, but unfortunately I got spoilers and I'm really upset about it. But okay, first of all, somebody, I'm not going to name names, but somebody left a comment telling me that Xian and Junso are endgame. So I don't even want to think about it too much. I didn't want spoilers to kind of skew my thoughts and perceptions about each episode, but now that I know this information, it's definitely gonna skew some thoughts that I had, but it's fine. We're gonna just take it with a grain of salt and just go from there. And then also, while I was scouring YouTube for unreleased clips, I was trying very hard not to look at like suggested videos and all that kind of stuff, and a bunch of suggested videos kept coming up showing me like recent clips of the couples. And yeah, so I mean I didn't see anyone else. Oh, actually yeah, I did. I saw Arin and Dong-O, I think, or maybe I didn't. I don't know who I saw, but I saw somebody. I just saw Singles Inferno and it was definitely Arin in there, and I was really upset that I saw the clip. I was just like, oh, I should have just waited. I should have just waited to watch these unreleased clips till the end. That way there was no way or no chance of me like possibly seeing any type of spoilers, but it's happened now, so what can you do? I did watch these unreleased clips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I just breezed through them just all in one go because I just wanted to see them, but I'm gonna go back and watch them again because I wasn't paying like extreme attention or detail to it. So I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna look at everything, we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna jump into the next episode. So let's just get into it. Alright, so this is the unreleased clip 1 and 2. Intimate Paradise moment.
아 근데 되게 크다.
수영장인데?
So this is when... Okay, so this is going back to the first episode. Jong-soo went on their first paradise date, and this is, in my opinion, where she became like obsessed with Jong-soo. She was just like, okay, after this date, this is like, I like him. Like, we're vibing. So this is like an inside scene that we never saw in the episode, kind of showcasing, I guess, why she was so obsessed with him. Like, I guess she definitely felt more vibes. She felt vibes in this video. They're being cutesy and flirting, throwing in rose petals. You can even tell from her face that she's like feeling like there's definitely tension there. He's concentrating really hard on these petals. I think he's lost in thought, to be honest.
나?
나잘 모르겠어.
나는 좀 잔잔하다는 얘기도 많이 듣고, 근데 친한 사람들은 엄청 좀 리트리버 같다는 얘기 많이 듣고.
I actually believe that. I think that like if he was with his friends, or if he wasn't like a serious relationship and he had them like integrated with his friendships and things like that, I think that he probably would be a golden retriever boyfriend, to be honest. He doesn't seem like the type that would like... Okay, so let's just compare. So like Junso is very much the type that if he's given a challenge, he's gonna be like, all right, let's do this, let's fight it out, let's duke it out. Whereas Jong-soo kind of gives me the vibes of like, he's not gonna battle it out, but he's gonna be more of like, what can I do to help you? What can I do for you? Forget him, what can I do for you? Like, type of person. Whereas Junso, I think, would be like, let's man to man, let's battle this out, best man wins the girl type of thing. So I do believe that he's more of a golden retriever type of boyfriend. That's just my opinion though. I could be very wrong. Let's continue.
난 좋아하는 사람한테만 한정 좀 그래서 좀 친해져야 돼. 내일부터.
So we need to get closer so you can see that side of me, the real me, because right now he's currently the fake version of him, because in my opinion he's on this show to promote his coffee shop, but I will say all of them are on here to promote something, whether it's their career, whether it's to start a new career, whether it's they have some type of business that they want to push out there, because this is a huge platform, it's international, it's a great starting point for your career.
가기 싫다.
I know it's funny, he's like, I don't want to leave. Of course he's not want to leave. Warning everyone, like, I want to be in paradise every night because this is luxurious, this is what I like, this is my lifestyle. Like, he made sure that he went to paradise pretty much every single night after that. Pretty much.
시간이 그냥 이렇게 여기서 한 일주일 있다 가면 그치?
일주일?
일주일은 너무 길어?
신혼여행이잖아, 일주일.
호화로운 걸.
And you can tell that this is where she is starting to feel something. She's making flirtatious jokes like, oh, that's almost like a honeymoon. It's also almost just like a week vacation or a week trip, but she said honeymoon because obviously there's the intimacy part that is attached to it. So this to me is like a very clear telling of like how she was feeling towards him at this time. Like again, this is at the beginning, so yeah, like obviously we weren't privy to this. We just saw her leave from Inferno like obsessed with him, and we were just kind of like, not really sure why she's obsessed with him, but again, we didn't see everything.
이게 몸소 느껴야 되는데 그래서 시간이 얼마 없어 우리한테.
해결 때는 못 자. 근데 잠못 잘 것 같아. 내가 그거 빌려줄까?
And this is like a direct comparison. This is a direct comparison because she had her and Jongsu sitting in the hot tub and like having this like really sweet intimate moment, and then there's her and Taeyo opposite sides of the room. He's laying on the bed, she's laying on the sofa, and they're like not even like showing any type of like connection or intimacy physically towards each other. But I just think it's really funny how they go from that to like this just like stark contrast. I feel like they're trying to give us warnings or let us know that like her feelings towards Junso are much stronger than her feelings towards Taeyo.
뭐?
No.
Even the music, like in the previous clip, the music was all like sultry and soft, and then this is all like doom 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 doom.
약간 정지였어. 내 어깨가 뭐지? 막 약간.
She had her whole slippers on and everything under those sheets.
힘내서 장작패야지.
가슴이.
So she's giving him like vitamins, and he sees this as like a really sweet gesture, like, oh, you're taking care of me. Oh, like I think that he sees that as a go in his head because he's like, oh, she actually does care about my well-being. Maybe she has feelings or some type of like something towards me. So maybe that was like his moment where he was like, okay, I'm gonna go for this. I think that she likes me like I like her. But I think they're just being like, oh, I have some extra vitamins, here you go.
이거?
내일 남았어.
내일만큼을 날 준 거야?
And he still gave me
차라리
some.
포즈를 하지.
And so like he follows up with, why don't you just propose, in his joking way, but like obviously he was very touched by that moment. So this is what I mean by like the simple subtle flirting. Like it's not like over obvious flirting, but like these little jokey flirts. It's definitely flirting, but it's just like in a jokey like friendly vibe, but there's flirting happening for sure. All right, let's move on. Unreleased clip number 3 and 4.
진짜 멋있어.
So now we're doing Junso and Minsol.
Wow.
And I actually really love that Minsol drove because that just like, it's such a great like showcase of her personality, because she's like, I'm a do-it girl, like I can do things, like I understand that I'm also a girly girl and I'm like really cutesy and I wear makeup and I wear pretty dresses and all that kind of stuff, but I'm also like, I can do this type of girl. And she's very much like a, I don't know how to put it, I just really like her personality, and I really like that she is like super hands-on and she doesn't fit to like the norms, and she has a lot of confidence, and that's really cool. I really like that about her.
가방
이렇게.
입을까요?
너무 멋있다. 이거 가운데요.
오케이. 어제는 무서우세요?
잡는 게 없네 이거. 아이고.
I also don't like this scene. I don't like how he, like, what does he think she's not a good driver? Like, why wouldn't she be a good driver?
혹시 몰라갖고.
아니 어제 먼저 운전하셨어요. 근데 오늘은 제가 운전하는 차니까 어때요?
그 약간 찔것 같아 차랑.
저 그쵸?
It does suit her.
완전 쉬워.
되겠네.
She's so cute.
여기 와서
같기도.
천천히 가시죠.
Take it slow. Keep your eyes on the road. Sounds like a parent.
코너링이 살짝 부드러운데 이거.
부러운데 이거 안심돼요 지금?
이거 아직은.
Why? Why not?
나 괜찮아요. 그래도 운전 몇 년 하셨어요?
1년이요.
저 4년 했어요. 불안하다고요? 제가 다 불안했는데요?
저기요.
운전할 때 좀 잔소리하는 편?
아니 뭐 실수만 안 해.
Oh my gosh.
좀 실수 안 했죠?
네 실수할 게 뭐가 있어.
She's so happy. Look at her smile. She's loving this right now. She's having such a great time.
운전하는 거 좋아해요?
진짜 좋아요.
바퀴 달린 걸 좋아해?
좋아해요. 안 좋아하는 줄 알았는데 최근에 그 제트스키도 타봤거든요.
네.
무서울 줄 알았는데 너무 재밌어서.
제트스키.
네.
제트스키 근데 바퀴가 없지 않아요?
그러니까 이런 걸 좋아한다는 거죠.
What is this? Why do they do this? What does that mean? Someone explain this to me. Why are they constantly doing this? I would love to know.
이거 왜 하는 거예요? 진짜 아까 너무.
Yeah, what is it?
혼자 하는 거예요?
I've seen 3 different guys do it now since watching the show.
친구들이랑
하고 있어.
뻘쭘할 때는 아니에요.
What does it actually mean though? I'm curious. All right, next.
또 못 써?
Okay, so this is them continued, but in the
그림 그려? 우와 나
hotel
여기
room.
그려줘. 나 한 번만 심 많잖아. 아 쉽게 그려 그냥.
알았어.
약간 포인트만 살려서도 되고.
So remember he drew his thing for Eugen, which was cute. Why did they add? Okay, this is just me, I guess, coming from an editor's standpoint. The sound effects of the pen drawing, they're so dramatic. Like, it's clearly not the sound of his pen, but they added these like sound effects that don't even sync in time with his movements. It's just unnecessary.
나 좀 궁금하거든.
응, 다 했어 거의.
진짜 다 했다고? 어떻게 다 해? 이상한 거 아니지?
그냥
아 이게 뭐야? 진짜 너무하네.
He made it look like a witch. He made it look like a psychopathic witch.
포인트 살아있지 않냐? 느낌 살아있지 않아?
저 미친 거 아니야? 근데 눈은 좀 아닌 것 같아. 뭐 더러 그리지?
한번 해볼래?
내가 그려줄까?
죽는 거.
Wow.
뭐가 비슷하지?
I'd say each other's drawings look like each other. I'm sorry. His drawing of her looks more like him, minus the long hair, and this drawing looks more like her.
오빠 이거 시원해. 끝낼 때까지 버리지 마.
그럼
이거 진짜 추억이다.
Alright, that was cute. It kind of showcased the fact that I do like that they showed like their flirty behavior as well, like just so it's clear that like Minsol is not Delulu when it comes to liking Junso or thinking that Junso likes her. It's very clear that they had like some kind of like flirtatious connection. So, you know, going back to the last episode that we saw, she was expecting Junso to pick her and Junso did not pick her. So I think that it's not completely left field for her to think that he would pick her, because they went to Inferno, they went to Paradise together, they had these cute moments, and then he came and spoke to her right before, you know, so it's not like they had anything that kind of broke that connection that they were sharing, or something bad happened where she doesn't like him anymore. They still have this like simple flirtatious vibe going, so it's not strange for her to think that he would have picked her for Inferno based off of their interactions, but alas, he did not choose her. All right, let's move on to release clip number 5.
들어가시죠. 네.
Who's this again? Oh, yes, that's right. That's so crazy to me that they actually like stayed in the same place. I'm surprised they didn't show more of this, because this is such a unique experience that they could have had so many clips from this. All 3 of them are staying in the same place. Yet they didn't even showcase this clip. They only showcased the clips of them on a date outside of the hotel. They didn't show any hotel clips other than this on YouTube. So I think that that's such a missed opportunity from a show producer standpoint. This would have got ratings up so high. She's literally sitting in a hot tub with 2 guys with their shirts off, 2 buff guys at that, and she's like right in the middle. This is hot stuff. Roses suit your name. The scent isn't that strong.
약속을 이렇게 해가지고
오.
난 그런 거 같아.
Not the guys sharing the moment too.
이게 무슨 그림이야?
그러니까
이쪽에 기댈까?
가상자에 다 이렇게 끼워.
아 이렇게? 팔 이렇게.
주인님이랑 다르네. 이렇게.
You can tell that between the 2 of them, Jungsu has a little bit more confidence than Dongho, but Dongho's not letting that get to him. He's like, oh, like you own the place? Well, I'll own the place too. Like, he looks like he is a tiny bit threatened by him, but at the same time, he's like, hey, I'm a man too. Like, you know, he's letting himself be seen. Let's put it that way.
이것도 이색적이다.
Very much so. It's very much unique experience. Yes.
스카우 좋아해 다들?
저는 반신욕 좋아해요.
나도 반신욕 하는 거.
안 좋아할 것 같아.
잘 안
즐기지
해봤어.
않을 것 같아.
Her smile is so infectious. She's so adorable.
이건 같이 하니까 좋다.
그치.
참.
그러니까. 근데 의외로 은근 차다? 우리?
우리?
이거 뜨거운.
Wait, what was that? Who was that? There are people in the room. I'm sorry. I gotta go back because I saw this. I don't know if you guys saw this. Let's go slowly. Slowly.
우리?
What's this? Watch this shadow. Who's this person? Who is this? Okay. Who? Oh, was it him? Maybe it was his reflection of his head. I thought it was a person in there. Let's go back and look at it again.
우리?
Oh, it's him. Okay, never mind. I was like, damn, they got people in there with hand cameras.
오.
좀 이쪽으로 와. 이거 완전 뜨거운 물인데?
우리 거기 뭐야?
이쪽으로 오자.
아니 너무 웃겨 이거는.
They're getting real close right now.
그래서 좋다. 나도 물 좋아해.
저기도 좋아.
그렇네? 근데 우리가 어리는.
그럼.
They're like really close right now. They're really close.
근데 사이가 좋아 보이니까.
예, 살짝 이렇게 있죠.
근데 이게
Easing in slowly. Look at that.
발가락이 왜 이렇게 길어?
Girl, did you see that? I think the camera obviously put it there for us to see, but like, that's his thing. Oh yeah, it's most replayed. Everyone's like, wait a minute now, what did we just see? Dead. Look at him, toesing it up. The hell? And then look, their arms are crossed. They're really, really like intimate and their shoulders are basically touching. Like this is an intimate moment. And he's just like, la 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 la.
뭐? 발가락 사이사이 약간 붙어있는 편인 것 같은데? 한번 올려봐. 집 한번 해볼게.
Not him grabbing her whole foot.
네.
He is such a physical touch type. That was cute. She did a cute look back like.
아, 내일 돌아가기가 싫다.
지금 오늘 밤인데 이거?
They pulled an all-nighter and they didn't even show us. How dare they? How dare they? All right, let's move to Unreleased 6 and 7. Junso again with the hot tub and Xian. So this is off of the last episode because in the last episode they were in paradise and this is what they were wearing. So this is the last one.
얼음 시켜야겠다.
So this must have been before they went out to eat, before she was crying, maybe? Or maybe it's right after.
괜찮으시거든. 술 먹으면 그렇게 더위가 올라오대. 안녕하세요. 식용 얼음 좀 부탁드릴게요.
뭐라고? 알차고 귀엽군.
She knows what she's doing here. She's flirting hard. She pulls out her nightie, which is a little lace dress, a little drape, a little lace number, and she's posing in front of the mirror, and she's posing for him. That is flirt, 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 flirt. And he's
괜찮은데?
dead.
나 너가
Oh, and the little hand tap. Girl, she's laying on there.
그게 잘 어울려.
So this is after they've just eaten, after he's basically said, we're gonna come back here together, you and I, after she was crying. Yeah, this is after we saw the meal because they've come to the room for the night. So now her feelings are probably heavily skewed towards him at this point. So she's flirt mode.
여기 시원하고 좋다. 태호 씨가 많이 신경 쓰였어?
그냥 오니까 알고.
Things are clear now that I'm here. Interesting. So I think she needs to remove herself from all of these places and just spend some time a day, one of the days, just spend some time solo to think about it, like, or just spend some time with one of the other guys that she's not interested in so she can actually focus her brain and think about who she misses the most, who she's interested in the most, without one of the guys who's interested in her like laying it on, you know? Like she needs to spend some time maybe just with the girls or maybe with like freaking, I don't know, who's like Taewon, he's not interested in her. Spend some time with Taewon and hang out with him so you can spend that time figuring out who it is that you like, because to make her decision based off of the moment, I don't think it's a good way to make a decision, because obviously she's pulled in, sucked in this moment because he's giving her all this like assurance on his side or whatever, and then if she was to hang out with Teo and he gives her all assurance on her side, like she said, she likes that he expresses himself. Okay, she hung out with Teo, he expresses himself, and in that moment she feels drawn to him. So in this moment she feels drawn to Junso. So I don't know, I feel like her decisions are based off of that moment and not based off of like the overall picture. So I feel like it would have been really useful for her to have taken some time to like think about this without all of the guys around, all of the guys that are interested in her around. Obviously I know that's not like a thing that they could easily do, but she could spend a couple hours or maybe half a day and just think about the situation and not make rash decisions based off of, I feel like he kind of, I don't want to say he pressured her, but I do feel like he wanted to know how she felt, and so now that he knows how she feels, he's like, okay, well, I'm interested. Just so you know, we're gonna come back here together. We're gonna spend some more time together. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he was very like persistent on his side, but Teo was also very persistent on his side as well. So I don't think that there's really much difference in terms of persistence when it comes to expressing their feelings at this point in time. Obviously prior, Teo's been in his feelings for days, whereas Junso's just expressing his feelings now. But in terms of the level of how they express their feelings, I think that they're both pretty equal. Like, you know, Junso was literally cuddling her in the bed and Teo was like picking flowers off of the like decor and like telling her how he feels every 2 seconds. So I feel like they're both pretty high up there. I don't know. I just feel like her decision was just based off of that moment. I don't know how else to explain it. So yeah.
근데 진짜 내가 더 혼란스러워지게 된 분명 오빠랑 갑자기 오빠랑 데이트하면 진짜 생긴 그게 갑자기 더 혼란스러워져. 내 마음이 왜 이러지?
그럴걸 맞지? 아 눈을 이길 수 있고
내가 언제 했어?
진짜야 네 정가운데에서
And I guess that was him saying like she was his go-to, hence why he didn't pick Minsol in the last episode, because he was gonna pick Xian anyway. But I mean, we kind of knew that already because he said he was going all in on Xian. He even declared it to Teo. So yeah, the only reason that I felt like he was gonna pick Minsol was because he basically told her he's gonna pick her, and she got her hopes up. So it's like, damn, I guess he has to pick her now, because he kind of was like, oh, would you want to go to Inferno again? Like, you know, he was just kind of like implying, well, okay, he might not have been, but based off of what we saw, it seemed like he was implying that he wanted to take her to Inferno again. Like he pulled her out of the room to talk to her one-on-one and then was like, would you want to go to Inferno again? Like he was kind of implying that, you know, maybe he'll take her. So that's the only reason that I felt like he was going to pick Minsol. However, I knew that his feelings were very heavily skewed towards Xian because that's how it's been over the past 2 episodes. So
살짝 미소 지었어.
아니 오빠가 이렇게 있으니까 무서워가 웃겠냐?
무섭게 만드는 걸 좋아하나 봐.
he said maybe I like to scare people. All right, who's this now? Oh, Aren and Dongo.
걱정 안 해도 되는 게 나도 부담스러워서 내가 생각하는 건 알나?
내가 여기서 자는 게 나을 것 같아.
자기가 장난해?
He said, babe, you know what? This is like flirting 101 again. Like she's in the bigger bed, he's on a little small cot, and she's like, oh, you can't sleep on that small cot. You should sleep in this big bed. I'll take the small cot. It's totally fine. And he wants to be the chivalrous guy that comes across to everyone as I'm chivalrous. I'm not gonna let her sleep on this little cot while I take this big ass bed. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I think the outcome of what she was expecting was like, oh, well, we could just share this bed. It's big enough for the 2 of us. We'll just share it. Like that was, I think, her goal for this whole conversation, because she knows damn well she does not want to sleep in that tiny little cot, but she will because she wants to show him that she cares about his comfort levels. So yeah, I just think that this is really funny that she's like flirting really hard, but it's like a battle. It's like a battle. You just forget manners.
너무 좋아.
She said, oh, I love this. Oh, it's so comfy.
너무 좋고.
Straight up lying.
알았어.
Oh.
공감할 수 있잖아. 너 내 지금 때문에 너무 좋아.
좋은데 빨리 너.
하면 누워봐. 못 일어난다 했어.
싫어.
He's like, I'm not even gonna lay on it because I know how comfortable it is.
불편해.
뭐 없어. 시간 너 30분까지만 놀고 씻.
Why? Why not just stay up all night? It's like, oh, time's going. I'll hang out till 30 past, then wash up, as in I'm gonna go to bed. Like, you're in paradise, dude. You should be taking advantage of this whole time. Sleep is for the weak. Okay, next, unreleased clip 8. Now, I don't know if clip 8 is from the last episode or if it's from a new episode I haven't seen yet. I'm gonna watch this. If it's from a future episode, then it is what it is. I've ruined it. But if it's not, it says Jinso and Xian in the car, but they were already in the car. Wait, when is Jinso and Xian in the car? I think this is from the next episode, isn't it? No, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. We're gonna end right here. So yeah, now we're up to date with all the unreleased clips from the Netflix K content. If there's other unreleased clips from other places that you guys want me to see and react to before I finish the whole series, then comment them down below so I can add them in between these episodes. And yeah, I'm gonna just jump into the next episode right after this video. So if you guys enjoyed this, thanks for watching. Go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're brand new to my channel. And let's continue watching Singles Inferno. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.